Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Jones. I am a former paparazzi consultant. Now I am a small little blip in the anti-MLM community. I don't have a huge following, but the following I do have are amazing people. I'm just going to say that. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you are here. If you are not new to my channel, thank you for being a return viewer. Much appreciated. So why do I do what I do? It's to educate you guys and to shed light on a community that honestly needs to have as much light shined on it as possible. Multi-level marketing, or the new buzzword, relationship marketing, is basically just taking advantage of people, okay? I'm anti-profiting off of others. I'm anti-profiting off of somebody else's money and hard work. So if you enjoy what I bring to the table, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave your comments. I love reading them, and I do videos responding to them a lot of the time. So this year, it's the end of 2022, and in 2023, I'm going to be doing more deep dive videos into upline elites and people in paparazzi, and I'm going to basically put them under a spotlight. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about this little post. One of my viewers sent me this. There are currently 1,094 bling bosses registered for Empower Me Pink. That's awesome. If you aren't registered, you have until January 6th. Get on it, people. Get registered for Empower Me Pink! So, this is an opportunity to mix and mingle with fellow consultants across the U.S. Meet the founders and other corporate staff. Learn the spring trends and fashion for 2023. Access the spring packs sold at each location. Okay, let's break this down. The opportunity to mix and mingle with fellow consultants across the U.S. So you get to see your competition in action. You get to mix and mingle with people who are struggling just like you are, but faking it until they make it and lying about how successful they really are, because that is the general consensus among former paparazzi consultants, is they faked it until they made it, and most of them didn't make it and they ended up quitting. Okay? Meet the founders and other corporate staff. Who the freak cares? Okay? I'm sorry, but the people that are the founders and the corporate staff, they have this sense of entitlement that they are God's gift to the world, and they're not celebrities. They're people taking advantage of you. Okay? Learn the spring trends and fashion for 2023. So you get to see a color palette with new names, like Loden Frost and Nosegay and Sunner and Sun and, Dreamsicle. Access to the spring pack sold at each location. So it's an opportunity for paparazzi to sell you stuff. Yeah! You can buy more cheap jewelry at this thing. It's a way for them to get more sales and to instill more of the fear of missing out, because you have access to the spring pack at the convention. Woo woo! Yay, I'm so excited. I got the spring preview pack. Look, I can sell it to you for $5 each thing. Bring family members and even potentials so they will learn what you do. What do you do, paparazzi? What did I do as a paparazzi consultant? Well, I annoyed my family and friends. And with that, today we are going to watch Mr. Taylor Kirby. This is Taylor Kirby. He's the founder's brother. He has loads and loads of videos on his social media. And this one is 40 minutes long, so strap in. We are going to cut off the last 10 minutes because it's pointless, and I've watched this 5 times already to take notes and to research points that he's making to debate him. So let's strap in, let's have some fun, and let's get a load of this.
Hey, what's up? It is a chilly. It's almost 1 o'clock here. Here.
So he's been up for an hour and 15 minutes. He'll say that later.
in the good old Utah. And it is cold. It is like, look at this. 37 degrees. Do you see that? 37 degrees. Whoa! 37 degrees outside. It is cheap.
Okay, so it's 37 degrees in Utah when he's recording this. It is currently 32 degrees where I live in Washington right now, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's 32 degrees. And a snowstorm's coming in, so it's like the apocalypse is nigh at the grocery store, so we're avoiding that at all costs. But yeah, okay.
But I am here. We are headed to the car wash, and so it's crazy. You all know I come to the car wash every single Saturday, even multiple times during the week. And I've shown you, I've sat here in the same spot across the street, and I've shown you, like, oh, look, it's not busy. Oh, look, it's not busy. Oh, look, it's not busy. And I've said,
this is how he spends his time talking to his consultants. So we're going to go in for a ride through the car wash with Taylor Kirby. And, as a former paparazzi consultant, I didn't know who he was when I was a consultant, nor did I care. I only found out who he was after the fact, like a year and a half after the fact, that I knew he was even in paparazzi. Because when I was in paparazzi, I kind of did my own thing, okay? I did my own thing, and I didn't worry about what everyone else was doing around me. I didn't take advantage of people, and I inventory loaded because I thought I was a business owner. Turns out I was a sucker, a pawn, a bug to be crushed. So while we're watching today's video, again, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, leave me your thoughts below. So this, for the first few minutes, he just talks on and on and on about sitting in line at the car wash. So I'm going to actually start at 2 minutes and 15 seconds because that's when things start to get interesting. For the first 2 minutes, he's just talking about how it's busy at the car wash. So here we go.
Kind of about decisions in December, or December decisions or something is what I wrote. Because right now, so and I might promote it I 100% believe in investing in yourself. I've gone to masterminds, I've gone to trainings, I go to paparazzi events, I go to non-paparazzi events, I go to network marketing events, I go to non-network marketing events. I go to men's groups, I go to groups. I do all of these things because I feel like...
What's a group? I don't know. He goes to men's groups.
It's a group of groups.
It's a group of people. They're all grouping together and eating grouper, the fish. I don't know. But he goes to groups, whatever groups are.
You have to be mentally okay. You have to kind of understand your struggles. You have to understand yourself. You have to...
Okay, he's talking about mental health, mental awareness, mental acuity. But later on in this video, he's going to tear somebody down. And I will pause it and show you that. But for someone who does these Mental Health Monday videos, and the fact that he's ripping people apart in his videos, does he really care about mental health? No. Because if he did, he wouldn't say some of the stuff that he says about people in his videos. I love her, but she's a flake. It's like my mom when I was young. You'd be so beautiful if. I am beautiful. There is no if. I am a beautiful person. I am a beautiful soul. Just because my hair isn't the way you like it, or the fact that I was fat, I'm still beautiful. No matter what anyone else thinks, I like me. But the fact that some people put their mental value, their personal value on what other people think of them is kind of disheartening to hear what he says. But we'll get to that.
Understand all of these things. And so I believe in going to coaching things. I believe in going to team events.
I believe in God.
Paparazzi events, like your company events, whatever it is that you have. 100%. Are you signed up? If you're in paparazzi, have you signed up for EMP? Do you go to convention? Do you do these things? Because my thing is, it's a commitment. It is a understanding. It is a growth opportunity. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself, it's just kind of like
you've been. He's going to all these conventions so we can recruit people.
Yeah, he's going to all these groups so we can find recruits in the groups.
Beat around the bush here.
That's pretty much what he's saying, but he's not coming out and saying it.
That's where all his money comes from.
Well, all his money comes from recruits, yeah. So, we're gonna keep going.
It's kind of like your truck. It's, if you keep the same tires that came with the truck 7 years later, I'm going to tell you, you ain't running on the same power that I am, or your tire.
If you keep the same tires that are on your truck when you bought the truck, you obviously don't drive that truck very far. Because most people go through tires every 3 years. And if you're driving on tires that are 7 years old, they're probably balder than shit, and you get no traction, and you're prone to getting in a car accident. So, there's that.
Tires aren't the same effectiveness, especially in the snow, right?
Yeah,
And so, December decisions, Sam. Hey. Good morning. Thank you. All right.
His hair. Ugh.
So, we're just getting checked in. So that's how I look at it. And like right now you have GoPro, which is Eric Worre's thing, but there's so many massive people who are doing that. And you can do GoPro online. You can do GoPro, you go down to Vegas, it's down there. I know quite a few people down there.
So I didn't know what GoPro was, but it's on my list of something to talk about in future videos. So that will be coming someday.
The Melons have been posting, Rob Sperry's been posting, all these people have been posting, and there's great content, there's great information. And I look at it and I say this, so many people in this industry are excited right now for the downturn in the economy because that's when people try to look for something else.
Gross.
Okay, let's talk about the economy for a second. So inflation numbers, according to Fortune, will not get better until unemployment is double what it is now, meaning that the 3.7 unemployment rate that we are currently experiencing, our economy will not experience a downturn until we hit an 8%. Inflation will not improve until we hit that 8%. That's a downturn in the economy when people are losing their jobs, okay? And I'll link the article in the video. But Taylor keeps fear-mongering about the fact that you need a side hustle. And I'm here to say, no, you don't, okay? You don't need a side hustle. We are in a very unique position here in the United States of America right now, and globally, okay? There are more jobs than workers in the United States. And companies are actually now having to start paying a living wage. A decent, respectable wage. But according to the Department of Labor and Statistics here, and I'm going to just pull it up, occupations with the most growth. Now, you look at this chart, and I will link this down below too. Jobs with the most growth, home health care, cooks, restaurant, fast food workers. Notice a trend in this thing here. It's healthcare, food, service industry jobs. These are the jobs that are due to have the most growth. Why? Because during COVID, a lot of people left these jobs. One, because of burnout. Two, because restaurants and other places were shut down to servers. Okay? And then here's another reason why these jobs are having a hard time being filled. They don't pay a living wage. They don't pay a respectable wage. So if you want a maintenance worker or a janitor or an animal caretaker or a bartender or a frontline fast food worker or anything along those lines, pay a living wage. That's the thing. You don't need a side hustle. You need a job that pays you a living wage. And corporate America and these fast food conglomerates that make billions of dollars in profits every single year, they can afford to pay a living wage. They just choose not to. They choose to exploit the workers. Thoughts?
Oh, I'm just listening.
Okay. So if you want to believe the fact that you need a side hustle, no, you don't. You don't need a side hustle to join this jackass in paparazzi.
I think you're missing the bigger point. Is that he just admitted that he's looking for he likes it when people are desperate because then he can take advantage.
Yeah, he's just as bad as corporate America. He's looking for people who are desperate to make more money because he knows that you're prime. He's priming his pump. Like Trump says, he primes the pump. He's priming the pump for suckers.
He's like,
he's looking for the suckers.
Yeah. Well, I like it when the economy goes bad because then
I get more suckers.
Yeah, then it's easier for me to find desperate people who are willing to try this obvious scam.
Yeah. So that is his underlying what he's not saying. He loves it when the economy has a downturn because that's when he finds more suckers.
Yeah.
During 2020, paparazzi had major growth.
Because
Why?
Because
people were desperate. They didn't have a job, and they thought, "Oh, I can try this and make more money." Well, he's hoping that happens again because that's the only way he's going to get fresh meat, fresh blood. Okay, so that's what he's admitting there.
And it's interesting because I did a post the other day, and it's funny because it came from a CNN article about, right now
CNN, the soon-to-be new Fox News.
A good time to look for a side hustle. And it's interesting to see people, some of the comments that were on there, right? Some of the comments that were on there were kind of interesting. I wouldn't say that they were unexpected, but it's interesting because some of the negative comments were from people who have been in the industry or had been in paparazzi and then have left or quit or did whatever.
Did he link this article to this thing? No. But if you were in a multi-level marketing company and you were taken advantage of and you lost money, yeah, you can be one of those people that can speak out and say, this is a lose-lose proposition. Unless you're in the top 0.0 or 0.01% of the company, you're not going to make money. If you're in the top 1% of this company, you'll make money. But, as statistics have shown, even their own income disclosure statement shows that 70% of the people in this company don't even make $12 per month. They're losing.
They lose money, yeah.
They're losing hundreds per month in the hopes of making 12. Good on you, paparazzi.
And their thing was like, no, I'm going to work my job. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. There were a couple other people who wrote and said, I'm so thankful that I've had one because I literally got laid off today. So interestingly...
Why did they get laid off? What happens every year at the end of a fiscal quarter? Well, major corporations have to report to their shareholders profits for the year. And if their profits aren't, getting where they need to be, what do corporations do? They lay off workers. They lay off some of their highest paid workers so they can save money and show their shareholders that they were profitable. That's a given. This has been happening for years. Years. This is not new, and this is not news. This has been happening for years. Okay? But, Taylor Kirby talking about all these relationship marketing and what is GoPro and all this other stuff. The economy is not heading towards a crash. Okay? We are in inflation overload, but it's not because of anything other than corporate greed. Corporate greed is the reason everything is becoming so goddamn expensive. Okay? So, if you follow economists on, any other news network outside of Fox News and CNN, most financial experts are saying get your houses in order, get your debts paid off, because interest rates will continue to rise. Okay? If you bought your house on a fixed-rate mortgage, stay in that fixed-rate mortgage. Don't refinance. Your house is not an ATM. You should work on paying off your debts. And I'm going to do a little Dave Ramsey here. But get your financial houses in order, people. Pay off your debts. Be debt-free. Okay? And how many of us, paparazzi consultants, are sitting on piles of debt? Be that in the form of boxes and boxes of jewelry sitting in your home, your bling rooms, your rooms of debt. How many of us have credit card debt up the wazoo from purchasing paparazzi jewelry every day? You're putting yourself into debt to pay for his car wash. Okay? That he has every single day. Your walls and rooms and your debt is paying for his lifestyle, okay? And I'm guessing that his friend he is talking about was somebody who worked in the mortgage servicing or mortgage industry, because layoffs are happening in the mortgage industry. Why? Well, the real estate market is definitely cooling down because interest rates are on the rise. And when interest rates go up, people don't buy homes unless they absolutely need to, okay? Unless they absolutely need to. But housing prices are coming down, mortgage rates are going up, the title insurance industry is experiencing layoffs, mortgage origination, mortgage brokers are experiencing layoffs. Yeah, they may have made millions of dollars for their companies, but when that sector of the economy is experiencing a slowdown, yeah, people are going to get laid off, okay? And in Utah, that is one of the biggest conglomerates is mortgage servicing, mortgage origination. It's just, that's the way it is. So he's talking about his friend. I'm guessing his friend was in the mortgage industry.
Enough. I have a good friend. He's been at a company. He's like made a fortune at a company. He's been there like 9 years. One of the top sales guys. All this stuff. Last night at 9 o'clock p.m. Not a phone call. Not a nothing. He got an email at a company that he's made millions of dollars from. Millions of dollars, right? He got an email saying, the board's made a decision. We've let you go. Your key card, has been deactivated. Please contact HR for when you can come and clean out your office over the weekend, right? And he's like, he sent me a thing. He's like, what the heck is this? You know, and he's like, I've made millions of dollars from this company and for this company, and this is what I get. And right before the holidays, right? And so I look at it and I say this. So GoPro, what GoPro is, it's Eric Worre, who is not paparazzi. He's a big trainer in the industry.
Who cares?
Eric does it's like a 3-day, 4-day mastermind with all of like the top distributors with the industry. You have the Meltons.
So I gotta wonder, because he's talking about this GoPro thing like a lot. Is he getting kickbacks for promoting it? I don't know. But you are talking about it an awful lot.
Speaking, you have Brooks speaking, you have Rob Sperry speaking, you have a lot of other people. Carla has spoken there before, and it's a massive just kind of mastermind. It's amazing, right?
And so all these paparazzi people who have spoken at this GoPro seminar, convention, whatever the F you want to call it, are they receiving a cut of the proceeds from GoPro? Or are they just speaking for shits and giggles? Because that's a question. I seriously wonder. Right?
It's amazing. So GoPro, you can find it. GoPro is just a network marketing kind of collection of amazing people, right? It's like the who's who, and they give you their tips and tricks and how they overcome stuff. You can Google it and find it.
Who's who? Does anyone else remember back in the day when you were in high school, you got this thing, you're in the who's who of high school students, and you can spend money and have your name printed in this book. It's kind of like that scam. Yeah, that was a scam. The who's who of American high school students. And you could pay $100 and something and have your name printed, and then they'll send you a copy of this book. And it was like a big telephone book of names. But you were in the who's who. It's kind of like the same thing, okay? So, yeah, it's the who's who of who do you want to avoid.
GoPro is an amazing event to attend. I've gone many times. But, so here's what I'm going to say. The decisions you make right now, like last night, I fell asleep. I didn't go live last night. I went live in the afternoon. I didn't go live last night. I fell asleep with my kids. We watched a movie. What movie did we watch last night?
I don't know. If she's sucking on paparazzi jewelry, girl, get that out of your mouth!
It's called Klaus. Klaus. It's called Klaus. And I fell asleep, right? And anyway, I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just wide awake. And literally, I just started thinking about stuff because I was like, you know what, right now is the time. Like, you know, people hold off on December, and people say, well, it's the time. No, it's the time right now. And I was looking at this, so I'm in a messenger thread with a lot of the top leaders in the industry, not in the company, but in the industry. Like I'm in with the Mountains and Rob Sperry and a lot of other really big people in other companies.
I love that he's constantly name dropping. I'm so important that I'm going to name drop all these names of people that I talk with because I'm so important. I'm so self-important. I'm a celebrity and I talk with these other MLM celebrities. And we're all in our little celebrity group. And we're all self-important. And we're all important to the world.
And I was rereading some of the things, and people were saying, I'm so excited, I'm working on this, I'm working on that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this, I'm so excited for this. We're prepping everything, now we're getting our teams hustling for the new year. And it just got me thinking about really December it's interesting because people will say, like, look, I'll show you right now. We're sitting here in this thing. Look, we have Costco. Like people are out, they're busy, they're Christmas shopping, and people will say, I don't have money, I can't do this. But guess what?
I'll break this down in a second.
People are stressed up the wazoo. And especially right now with prices where they are, economy where it's at, it's a crazy time of life. What's up, Rochelle Beachy? It's a crazy time of life. And so I look at...
He just name dropped again. So here's TK in the car wash again. If you are just popping in, this is Taylor Kirby in the car wash. You're a part of it. Yeah, you are. He's part of that corporate America bullshittery that he's talking about. He doesn't work for himself. He's a 1099 contracted employee of Paparazzi Accessories LLC. He's not a person. He doesn't own his own business. Even though he will tell you that you can own your own business if you join his team. But he's a part of a pyramid scheme. He's at the top of the pyramid, selling this bullshit lie to the masses. Okay? And I'm just going to continue to unravel what he's saying. But, you are part of the problem, Taylor Kirby. You and your name-dropping, self-important stuff. You, sir, are part of the problem. You, sir, are one of the people that makes others feel less important or less inferior or like a failure. You and your Mental Health Mondays, and I've been watching a lot of your videos, you, sir, are the reason people feel like shit. Because you, sir, are the one telling them that they're not working hard enough. But not everybody has the extensive following that you do as a public figure. Because you've made yourself a public figure. You have a professional Facebook page. You have YouTube videos. You have an Instagram following that is massive. So you, sir, are considered a public figure. And as such, you should hold yourself to a higher standard. But you don't. Okay? You just don't.
And I say this, December... A lot of people will back off in December. And me, I've always loved December because it's a chance where, again, you can talk to people. People will have a conversation. They might say, I can't right now, Like, I might not be able to come over right now, but guess what? They will talk. You know why? Because time is money. And so if someone gives me 30 minutes of their time, this morning when I posted and said, what is 3:30 in the morning, awake, wide awake, 4:30 in the morning, wide awake, I got probably 20 private messages saying, hey, what do you think? What are you working on? Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? People will listen. People will talk right now because people, one, are stressed. Two, they're curious. Three, they're looking for something, right? And so here's what I'm going to tell you. Your decisions that you make in December kind of give you that trajectory of how January is going to go and how your year is going to kick off.
Okay. Let's break that down. Yes, people back off in December. Why? Well, passport vacations in January. Empower Me Pink is in February. Sales in December pretty much slump off. I have gone and watched Facebook Lives with consultants all across the spectrum who have public profiles who are selling this $5 shit. Okay? Time is money. Yes, it is. And here's the thing. With all paparazzi consultants out there, every MLM consultant out there, with the amount of hours that you put into this business through your posts, through recruiting, through going live, through packaging, through selling, through inventory, talking to others about your business, are you keeping track of all of those hours that you are working? Are you, as a paparazzi consultant, are you keeping track of every hour that you work? Do you punch a clock? The answer is no. But time is money, right? Time is money. So, I, for one, I enjoy having downtime and work-life balance. I like when I go to work, I punch a clock. When I'm done with work, I punch a clock. I'm no longer on the clock, so I'm no longer required to work. When I come home from work, I don't immediately start working a side hustle selling smelly ass shit like this to people on Facebook in the hopes of making $2.25 per item that I sell. Okay? It reeks. But that time is money. One lady was live for 3 hours. She sold 2 items. She made $4.50 for that 2 hours. That's not even federal minimum wage. And yet she spends her month of Selfie September posting selfies, providing free advertising for paparazzi accessories. By posting the jewelry on her Facebook page, she is providing free advertising for paparazzi accessories. Paparazzi could easily stop with the multi-level marketing platform, pay for their own fucking advertising, and they could actually make a go of this without having to sell to their consultants' customers their crap jewelry. But that's the thing. How many people like you, Taylor Kirby, with basements full of jewelry, how many people like you actually turn a profit every year? Hardly any. Unless you're in the top 1%, you're not going to turn a profit. Okay? So, time is money. And I doubt that you receive 20 messages in the middle of the night from non-elites about how to get going in this business. I bet you added a 0 to that number. But, that's just my speculation and opinion. And yes, the decisions you make. Didn't you say the same thing back in October and November and February of this year? What the decisions you make are the trajectory to the rest of the year? Don't you say that all the time? Well, yeah. It's the same thing. I mean, people are not going to be buying this product. And I honestly am ashamed that I pushed the product. I am ashamed of the fact that I got suckered into this business model thinking I was going to be a business owner when really I was a 1099 employee that lined everyone else's pockets above me where I lost money. A good fortune of money. And that's the thing. A lot of people do. They lose money in this business proposition. So let's keep going on with TK in the house.
I look at it and I say, do you think retailers are taking a break through the holidays? Nope. Do you think car washes are taking a break through the holidays? Nope. They're grinding harder. You know what I mean? And so here's what I'm going to tell you. If you want to miss out on opportunities, especially if you're in paparazzi or a direct sales, product-driven company, because people will give it as gifts. People will buy it for themselves. People have Christmas pictures. People have parties to attend. People have weddings to attend.
I would not. I mean, I'm wearing paparazzi jewelry right now because I altered it. I took the tassel off of this thing, but I would not be wearing paparazzi jewelry in a family picture. I just wouldn't. I mean, half the paparazzi jewelry I own now, I've altered because the stuff that you guys have is just too gaudy and awful.
They will buy your product.
No, they won't. It's evident that it's not selling. Go to any paparazzi live or going out of business group. People can't give this shit away.
Other people, like if you're in a diet thing, people will buy stuff to lose weight or to do whatever, right? Because they want to look good for the holidays, right? So it's not that people aren't buying.
Is he cross-promoting Activia? Or another MLM that does weight loss supplements like USANA? Did you just violate your policies and procedures, Taylor Kirby?
It's that you're not pushing it, right? And you're not giving them the opportunity to do it. Sweet, we're heading to Carwash now.
Who cares?
What's up, friends? What's up, friends? I love the car wash. I have my daughter here with me today.
Who's sucking on paparazzi jewelry and giving herself lead poisoning.
Okay. The car wash is fun. Eden Grace came with me. She wants to go to the car wash. Because it's fun. So, look at this.
What's with the Dahmer glasses?
This is where the colors come out, right there.
Who cares?
Much like this, much like the car wash, you have to do that. And there's times where, here's what I want to say to you. Let's run your brain about December through the car wash. Because people say, oh, well, I can only really sell up until, December 18th, because then shipping is going to get crazy and they're not going to get it. Here's my thing. You have Christmas presents, right? And you should have been pushing, and you should still be pushing for Christmas presents. But here's the other thing. People still buy clothes, and people are going to get clothes for Christmas, and people are going to return those clothes from Christmas and buy different clothes, and people are going to buy stuff. This necklace, I did a Ask Me Anything post on my Instagram, and someone asked me what the meaning was of this. Guess what? Last night, I answered that, what the meaning is of my necklace from my Instagram post. I've sold, I think it was 13 of the...
Okay, so I went and looked for this Instagram post because I looked at the date of this car wash, and then I went back into his Instagram to look for that meaning of that necklace. Couldn't find anything. I don't know if he has more than one Instagram. I only found the one. But I don't see where he gave an answer of what the meaning of that necklace is. I still don't know what the meaning of that necklace is, besides it's his black diamond bringback or whatever. But he never really gets around to telling that, and I doubt that he sold that many. But this is the other thing, the fake it till you make it. Unless he sold to people in his downline, which is 90% from stuff I've been researching, and I've been researching this guy for 2 weeks, you guys, and I've been watching his lives, and almost 90% of the people who buy from him are active consultants. So 90% of the sales are to other paparazzi consultants. Why would you do that, people?
These from my website. 13 of these from my website.
Ooh.
Because I answered a question and said, this is what the meaning is.
Yeah.
13 necklaces sold, right? So sometimes people aren't buying your product to go with an outfit or do whatever. They're looking for a meaning, be inspirational. I'm here to tell you, someone over Christmas is going to get diagnosed with cancer. Someone over Christmas is going to get diagnosed with kidney disease. Someone over cancer is going to get...
What is he saying right now? It blows my mind. Someone's going to get cancer. Someone's going to get kidney disease. Someone's going to die. Yeah, it's called life. And my door just rang, so I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause for a second.
Diagnosed with a terminal thing. Someone over Christmas is going to have a loved one die. It's going to happen. And so I look at it and I say, hang on.
No, don't.
Lisa Fritz, what's the difference between a personally sponsored or joining a team? Oh, that's easy. Personally sponsored.
I love that he's in the car wash answering these questions, but the answer he's about to give right here, I have so much to say. Yeah, you're in a car wash.
Personally sponsored is basically, I say to you, here's my consultant ID number, paparazziaccessories.com/1006. That's mine. You click on that, you go to that website and say sign up underneath me. You tag me. We're locked in. Joining a team means like I have people below me and you join underneath one of them. You know what I mean? And so I have my freedom fighters, which you have Sarah, you have Whit, you have Tammy Inda, you have Christy Miller, you have Lindsay, you have all of these people, and you sign up underneath one of them who's underneath me, right? So they're part of my downline, my team. Or like you have someone like Erica Cole. You sign up underneath one, or Alicia Williams, right? You sign up underneath one of Alicia's girls. You technically are on Alicia's team, but you're not personally sponsored, right? So I look at it and I say, here's my thing. When people say to me like, oh, I want to be with you, I want you to mentor me, but it's like you chose not to sign up underneath me, right? So why do you want me to personally mentor you when you chose not to sign up with me? Does that make sense? That's another great question. I always love that when people are like, well, I signed up underneath them because They're my friend. Okay, so how are they helping you in business? So if they're not helping you,
how are they helping you in your business? This is such an elite thing to say. So, this is a crap answer in my opinion. So, basically he's saying, if I didn't personally sponsor you, fuck you. That's what he wants nothing to do with you. Because you're not personally enriching him. Okay? He's not personally benefiting from you and your purchases. And he's being a total dickhead about it, in my honest opinion. If you want training from me, you have to sign up under me. But if you signed up under somebody else, and you're enriching them and not me, well, I don't want to help you at all. What training does he actually provide to the people that are on his freedom fighters? I don't know. I'm not part of that group. But I know people who have been in the freedom fighters. I know people who were part of his team, and the training they got was essentially, go watch the Power 15 video on YouTube. But wait, Taylor, there's more. So, yeah.
hey, why'd you come to me? You know what I mean? I might be a little bit rude about it. I am sometimes.
No, you're a dick.
But it's more a question. And I get it. When people, you didn't know about paparazzi and your friend introduced you. That's great. It's great. But it's interesting when people have been watching for years and years and years and then say, well, I signed up underneath them because they're still underneath you, but will you mentor me? No, you didn't sign up with me. Like,
no, I didn't get the business building bonus off you, bitch, so fuck you. I mean, that's honestly what he's saying.
you signed up with them. There's a reason you chose them, so make it. There's a reason you didn't choose me, so deal with it.
The reason I wouldn't have chosen him is because the way he talks about people, the way he degrades people and talks down about them, that is why I wouldn't choose to be on his team. I have seen countless examples. I can give you content all day long, anti-MLM lady. I mean, you talk to all of us anti-MLMers like we're trash and bugs to be crushed. But here's the thing, sir, you are disgusting. Okay, that is my honest opinion of you. I'm not a hater. I'm just giving my honest opinion of you. I don't agree with what you do to make money. I don't care if you wrote a chapter in a book. I don't care if you've spoken at GoPro conventions. I don't care. What I do care is that you consistently take advantage of people, watch your live shows, look at who you are selling to. You, sir, are selling to your downline and to people in your team and people that are lower than you in the pyramid structure of this pyramid scheme. So, yeah, you know, so if you didn't sign up underneath him and he didn't get the business building bonus off of you, be gone. I want nothing to do with you. You're nothing to me.
Okay, someone look and see what was the last, hang on.
He just had a squirrel. The train derailed. Play with the beard.
So, yes, I am a published author. I wrote a chapter in a book with
Who cares?
Sperry. So, I don't really promote it. I don't get anything from it.
He doesn't get anything from it. He gets clout. He gets notoriety. He gets to say that he wrote a chapter in a book. But, you know, he doesn't get anything from it.
I get no proceeds. Let me make that very clear.
Yeah, I don't make money off of it because I make money off of my downline instead.
No proceeds from it, but yes, you can look at it.
I honestly wonder what his daughter is thinking, sitting here listening to him drone on for over 40 minutes.
I wrote a chapter in a book with Mr. Rob Sperry, so you can find that one. Carla's in there.
Name dropping.
Great paparazzi people. It's all about recruiting. It's all about that stuff. It's kind of about my journey. So yeah.
Oh yes, it's all about the journey. The journey. The journey. How my brother started a company, turned it into an MLM. My wife and I were the first consultants that signed up. We got divorced. I got all of the business that came with it, and now I'm a big rock star in paparazzi land. And people treat me like I'm a celebrity with my Skeletor face and beard.
Yeah, it's a book that I have at my house that I give out to a lot of my team members. But it's another collaboration of great minds in the industry, right? So let me talk about this really fast. And Maureen's like, I had no idea you existed. I know, cray. But hey, you're here, and I still do all this
cray
stuff,
cray.
right? Yes, Carrie, I 100% agree with that one. Okay, what was the last point I made? I'm trying to remember, because the first one was December decisions. Because I'm here to tell you, the decisions you make now, if you want to say, here's the thing, December decisions are you. You can't say that, oh, well, people aren't buying. Guess what? I'm here to tell you, I'm out at the store all December, and I'm here to tell you, December 24th, people are out shopping. It blows my mind. You walk into Walmart on Christmas Eve, and people who are like, oh, well, this was in your ad, and it's sold out. Yeah, no, Sherlock. It's December 24th. What did you think? So here's my thing. If you're local, let every guy, every man know that you're open for business on December 24th. Like, hey, you need a...
All right. So go to the Walmart on Christmas Eve and have all your Z collection pieces in the trunk of your truck and hit up all those last minute shoppers. So, do you want some great fake paparazzi jewelry? I've got this Z collection piece. Your wife is gonna love this. It's only $25. And if you really wanted to show her how much you love her, you can sign her up to be a consultant underneath me. It's only $99 and she'll get a kit, and then I'll teach her how to build her own business, and you can help her start her own business working from home. And this is just the start of it. Look at this gorgeous Z collection piece. Oh, look, I'll even bag it up for you. That's what I imagine when he says this. Hey, do you want to buy some jewelry? Look at the trunk of my car.
The last minute present, swing by my house till midnight. I'm up rapping, and you can come shop, right? Do you let your people know that? Because here's what I'm going to tell you. You're going to have friends that are like, oh, shizballs, I need stocking stuffers.
Shizballs?
Run to Rite Aid, because Rite Aid is open 24 hours on Christmas Eve. And they're going to be running to Rite Aid trying to get some crappy-tastic drugstore stocking stuffers. Let your people know. Like, post it all.
I would rather have crappy-tastic drugstore stocking stuffers like Lindor truffles and a blankie or maybe some crazy socks. If my stocking came stuffed with paparazzi smelly-tastic jewelry, I'd be like, thanks, but no thanks. And it would all end up in the trash. But, you know, why don't you go be like Taylor Kirby and stock the Rite Aid on Christmas Eve so you can buy some crappy-tastic stocking stuffers for your family because you have so much inventory, this is the only way you're going to offload it. I mean, come on.
All day long, right? All day long, and say, hey, if you need stocking stuffers, hey, men, if you forgot about your wives and you need a fancy schmancy necklace, I got $25 each. You should get your butt over to my house. I'll be up till midnight wrapping presents. Feel free to swing on by. Right? December decisions kick off your month. And I'm here to tell you, I will not slow down in December. Miss Carla wants to hit 6 figures in sales in December, and I'm here to tell you,
name dropping
I
again.
want to give her a run for her money. Eden, what do you want for Christmas?
Ooh, look, it's another competition.
No, look, fast. What does Eden want for Christmas?
I want her to stop sucking on that butterfly.
What do you want? This is live. She wants to become an animatronics.
Okay, what is an animatronics? Okay, Taylor Kirby, if you don't even know what an animatronic is, let me show you what an animatronic is. Have you heard of Friday Night at Freddy's? Have you been to Chuck E. Cheese? Have you been to the Hall of Presidents at Disneyland? Those are animatronics, okay? Chuck E. Cheese, these are animatronics. So your daughter wants to become a Chuck E. Cheese banjo player? I mean, this is an animatronic, you guys. But, you know, that's how invested it is. He doesn't even know what the hell she wants.
She wants to become an animatronics and entertain children.
She wants to become a robot and entertain children.
Told you, when she says, I want anything, she does. She would love to become like an animatronic, an anime character, and entertain children. Isn't that great? That's what she...
So, anime and animatronics are two different things, and I know this. Okay? Anime and animatronics are two totally different things, and I'm fucking with this because I put it on. Anime. Japanese animation, Pokemon, okay? You can dress up and cosplay and be anime. So there's that. But animatronics and anime are two totally different things, Taylor Kirby. Just pointing that out, okay? Yeah. Okay, keep
She
going.
wants for Christmas. She wants to entertain and lift other people. That, my friends, is
Fight
my
model.
daughter. Give me a high five.
She's like, no,
Give
Dad.
it to me. My daughter for Christmas wants to create something so she can lift other people. That is her.
No crap, Sherlock.
No crap, Sherlock. Mm-hmm.
She's basically saying,
that
shut the
daughter
fuck up,
is-
Dad.
that's why when she said, I don't want anything, I'm like, that's a lie. I know what you want to do. I know what you want to be. So she loves to do that.
You don't know what it is,
So,
Taylor.
Anyway, what was my last point, people? Oh, I think it was friends or something, right? Here's the other thing I want to tell you. I love, like, y'all saw, if you watched me, you saw that Melissa and I went live and I sold, like, all of her. Oh, are you hot? Holy.
You want to know why he's hot? Because he's lying through his fucking teeth right now.
Not hot? I think I need to take off my jacket. I'm gonna pass out here. My heat is on like hot because it's cold, and I'm sitting here and I'm like cooking. So like Melissa, she came over and we sold jewelry. You guys know Sarah. Christy is our friend who's kind of a flake. We like Christy, but she's a flake.
See what I'm talking about?
And here's the thing what I want to say.
Her friend Christy, who's kind of a flake. We like her, but she's kind of a flake. Now, if I was Christy and I heard this, I would be like, I want nothing to do with you anymore. Because you just told me what your honest opinion of me was. And if that's how you feel about me, how do you feel about my other friends? It's honestly a real dickheady thing to say. And if I was Christy and I heard that, I'd be like, I don't think I want to be associated with this guy anymore because he just called me a flake. Who knows if Christy's busting her butt and doing the best she can with the knowledge base that she has to work her business. So is she really a flake? No. She probably hasn't been taught because the training she get is fifis, warm fuzzies, feel goods, platitudes, affirmations, but nothing about how to actually run a business. So, yeah, it's just a real shitty thing to say. Okay, it is.
Paparazzi has given me friends that I never knew, right? There are some people that I literally, some of the guys, the husbands, or even dudes that sell it, like you have, I don't want to name them because then someone's going to be like offended, but like Mike Howarth.
Taylor, how many people are you still friends with that quit this business? How many people that you thought were wonderful, wonderful friends that you shared intimate details of your life with, how many of those people are you still friends with that have quit? That's an honest question. I doubt I'll ever get an answer. You could leave a comment down below if you're watching this, Taylor Kirby, but how many of the people that were in your downline, sir, are you still friends with that are no longer personally enriching you and making you money? Are you still friends with those people? I don't think so.
You guys may or may not know Mike Howarth. He's the top of my second biggest leg. So you have Mama Frank is my biggest leg. Ashley Howarth is my second biggest leg. And she's got like Danielle Baker, Rochelle Beachy, and all that stuff.
Notice how he's just saying where he is on the pyramid and who's below him? Yeah. He's talking about all the branches in his generational tree. This person's got a big leg. This person's got a big leg. These are all my downlines. Yeah. Again, he's humble bragging here.
Husband is one of my best friends. Mike is one of my closest friends. We talk about everything: kids, life, business, paparazzi. And I look at it and I say, paparazzi, this industry even, has given me some of my closest, most intimate friends because we all dream together. We all hustle. We all have a desire for better things. And so I look at this and say, here's my thing. If you're sitting here and you're thinking about recruiting and doing whatever, yes, you can always go to your friends. But here's my thing. I would look at your friends and say, who do you really want to like travel with? Like we have a trip coming up, right?
We have the passport vacation coming up. Who do you want to travel with? Well, nobody in paparazzi. I wouldn't want to travel with any of these people.
Who do you want to travel with? Who do you want there? Who do you want to have that fun with? Who do you want to dream with and say, you know what? Let's push each other. Let's be accountability partners and let's do this. But here's the other thing that I want to say to you. You never know who you're going to sign up from the car wash, from Costco, from Walmart, from going live and doing an opportunity live.
Or from your groups, or from your opportunity lives, or from this, or from that. You could sign up Joe Schmo on the street. You never know who you can take advantage of any given day of the week.
You never know who's going to become one of your absolute dearest, most treasured friends. Because you think that it has to be in this circle. And I'm here to tell you, some of my closest, intimate friends who know like my personal struggles, who know about stuff from my divorce, are not friends that were in my friend circle. They are friends that I met here, who we have bonded,
who I've taken advantage of, and who have been personally enriching me, and I will stay friends with them as long as they continue to line my pockets. But the minute they leave and stop lining my pockets, fuck you, I'm done with you.
We've created these amazing friendships. Danielle Baker, Monica Cox. Monica Cox and I seem like...
Again, the name dropping is so grotesque.
Monica and I have late night personal...
Okay, we've determined this in past videos from years, from a couple years ago and beyond. Whenever he clears his throat, he's about to tell a whopper of a lie. That is just a consensus among my viewers. Every time Taylor goes, but wait, Taylor, he's about to tell you a lie.
Conversations that are just about life, about kids, about all of these things, right? About our goals, about all of this stuff. I never would have met Monica Cox if it wasn't for this business. I seem passionate about what you do. I am very passionate about what I do. She's passionate about what she does. She creates stuff on Canva, she creates graphics, she does drawing, she does her masks. She wants to help other people. I'm the same way. I want to help other people because I look at it and I say...
Canva is not hard to create things. It's not hard. Canva, if I can figure it out, anyone can figure it out. Canva's easy to use. It's easier than PicMonkey.
It is. The world is crazy. Live... Good heavens. What's going on?
He's lying so much he has to clear his throat with his rock star.
He's getting sick.
I'm not getting sick.
Yeah.
No, he's lying.
I just have been talking too long. So here's the
yes,
thing.
You have.
I'm read what I typed because I'm having problems with my phone. I dropped it the other day on the shizzles. I know that. When I cracked it, I got to go to T-Mobile stores right there. So I'm not sure if you can read that. Kevin Robinson, what did you write? Hang on, let me go back up. Did I miss something? Right here, let's see. But you're good at what you're doing, and I think a lot of people like to get tips from you and learn from you, and I think everybody should be that way. It helps the business keeps up and keeps it going, and it keeps growing, so you can learn from anybody. This helps the business. Oh, 100% I agree.
100% he agrees. So he just read someone's comment saying, but if you provide training to people, you help the business grow, and you help paparazzi as a whole grow. Yeah, you agree. But what he is saying now contradicts what he said, like, 5 minutes ago, okay? There's a grain of truth to this, okay? So we all know that he's greedy, and we all know that he loves to name drop, and, he when he's talking about what people say about him, there's a grain of truth to it, because when he's saying that this is what people say about you, then you have to agree with it just a little bit, because if you're trying to contradict it or say, no, I'm not, yeah, you are, okay? And, he just said that Danielle Baker and Rochelle Beachy and Carla Neal Pierce and the Franks and the Howards are part of his downline. They're part of his legs. He says if you're 25 levels down, he won't see a dime from you. Well, he's an A-lister, according to his profile. So his average monthly income is probably around $15,000 a month, okay? And that $15,000 for his commissions only is what he makes. Now, who knows what he makes off of sales to people in his downline, but he makes on average $15,000 per month. 15 grand per month. That's a lot of money, okay? That's more money than most people make in half a year of work. But, that's what he makes on a monthly basis from the company that his brother started.
That's why I do this. Because people will say, well, how can I do whatever? I train here and I give you tips and nuggets and motivation a couple times a week, right? You pop on my lives. A lot of people pop on my lives more for motivation and love and support and tips and tricks. I'm all about that. People know this. Like, if you have that Dragonfly Empire piece, I have a post on my page because I didn't get it. I don't have access to it. And everyone messages me and says, do you have this one? By chance, do you have this one? I don't have it. But guess what? I'm connected to a lot of people who do. So I've dropped that on my website, and people are like, I can't believe you do that. Like, people are going to poach from you. It's not poaching. I literally want other people to win. If you bought that Dragonfly piece, scroll my page.
He wants other people to win, but he won't train you if you're not personally sponsored by him.
Page to find that and post how many you have. Do you want to know why? I consider if you bought that piece, you bought it because it's an amazing piece. If you have Monica's piece, I'm here to tell you, Monica and I traded, and I only got 130 of them. Sold out, right? And so I look at it and I say, my friend Jade, who's on my team, she's a freedom fighter. I posted all of the Empire pieces that she had. Like, I am here to tell you, I want you to win. And people will be like, Taylor Kirby's so greedy, and he's all about himself, and blah, blah, blah. If you knew how many...
The fact that he's mentioning that means that it's a little bit true because he's bitching about it. And that's just my humble opinion. He's bitching about something because it's got a grain of truth to it. All right, then. Okay.
Times I said to people on my lives, hey, I'm out of that. If you all got it, drop it. I'm all about meeting and winning and doing all this stuff, right? I'm here to tell you, if you come to my page, if you come on my live and someone says, hey, do you have Monica's piece? No, I sold out. But if you have it, drop it here and get it sold, right? Because we got shoppers, we got buyers. I'm all about, if someone's looking for an item that I don't have, I'm not going to buy it from someone else.
I'm apologizing right now. They're doing leaf blowing outside. They're trying to clear the rain gutters, the rainstorm gutters out before the snowstorm this weekend. So if you hear that sound in the background, I apologize. I can't do anything about it, so just deal with it.
And try to do that whole trade. I literally say, who's got it? Because I got a shopper for you. Who's got it? Because I got a buyer. I want people to know that they can come to me and know that I have their best intentions. I want my full team, my full down. I mean, good heavens. Debbie Potter's not even on my team, and I promote Debbie Potter like nobody's business. Debbie Potter is one of my dearest friends, and her success gives me zero. 99% of y'all's success gives me zero, right? If you don't understand the comp plan, you're 25 levels below, I'll never get a dime from you.
He'll get a dime from people if he moves up in rank. So let's get that compensation plan up here for a second. So he's an A-lister. Okay, so here's the compensation plan. And let me see if I can make this screen bigger. It won't let me make it any bigger, so this is what we got to deal with, okay? He's an A-lister. He has to do 100 PV every month. His organizational volume has to be 150 PV each month, okay? And it says, indicates that no more than 1/3 of the required organizational volume can be generated by one leg of the consultant's organization as it pertains to rank qualifications. So he has to have several legs, and 1/3 of that has, each leg has to do 1/3. How many legs do you got? I don't know. Okay, and then personally sponsored active consultants. He needs to have minimum of 3. Then he gets the retail rebate, the show rebate, the business building bonus. And then he gets 10% of unilevel, 5%, 5%, 3%, 3%, 3%. And then legacy bonus is 1%. So if he gets up to impressionista status, which I doubt he will because that's Erica Cole and Carly Pierce and all that, when you reach impressionista status, you get 1%. All right, so there's that. There's all that good stuff. So, and then let's look at the income disclosure for paparazzi, okay? So here is the income disclosure for paparazzi again. So he's an A-lister. So average monthly bonus for A-lister is $17,266. Now I rounded down and said maybe $15,000 or $180,000 per year. Okay, per year. David makes more than that. And then we go to the highest monthly bonus is about $50,000. So I'm pretty sure he's somewhere between the 50 and the 17, but the average is, 17. So say he makes $25,000 a month. That's still a lot of money for one person to get each month, okay? But notice all the consultants and star consultants, they aren't making a living wage. They're barely making enough to get by, okay? But then you look at the Lux Jet Setters and the Impressionistas, and they make $150,000 a month. But, I digress. We'll keep going.
So don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. I want you to win. Why? Because I believe in what we do. I believe that there's so much more to paparazzi than selling $5 jewelry. I believe in seeing people find themselves. I believe in people overcoming obstacles. I believe in people like, I have a teammate who just posted, hey, if you're going to give me a gift this Christmas, literally this morning, if you're going to give me a gift this Christmas, just know I can't give it to you. My car just broke down and I'm at the shop and it's going to cost me $600. There goes my entire Christmas for my family, right? And so I wrote and said, hey, why don't we do a team marathon and drive traffic to you and see if we can't get you to sell jewelry to do this and that, right? I'm here to tell you, I want my team to succeed because I know that selling $5 jewelry can work.
Okay, and with that, after this, he doesn't really talk much about anything else that's of substance or of value. So, in closing, because we're over an hour now, and honestly, he just, pats himself on the back a little bit more. Just a reminder, if he did what he just said he would do for somebody, say someone needs money because their car just broke down, if he did what he said he did for this person, go live and help them make that $600 for that car repair, if he did that every single day for a different person in his downline and help them win, if he helped them make money in sales, if all the upline elites did that for their downline, and if that's how they spent their time helping others actually make money in this business, I'll tell you what, there would be a lot less people dropping out. There would be a lot less people frustrated and angry after they had quit because they had someone actually help them get their business off the ground. If my upline had actually helped me build a following and helped me build a customer base and helped me get my business off the ground, I'd probably be a little less frustrated, but they didn't. What was encouraged instead? Reach for life of the party gold. Buy more inventory. The more inventory you have is more money in the bank.
Buy and recruit. That's all they care about.
Buy and recruit, buy and recruit. That's all, yeah, that is true. That's all they care about. And consultants are putting in hours and hours of time into this as a side hustle with the hope and the dream of making money, and they don't. And the fact that they talk about getting residual income is referred to as passive income. He is not making passive income. He's making money off of the backs of other people. Okay, residual income, buy a rental property, rent it out. When that mortgage is paid off, there's your residual income. Okay?
Write a book.
Yeah, write a book and sell it. That's residual income. Okay? Paparazzi corporate. He's talking about how Misty and Trent are working 60 to 70 hours a week to, bring jewelry to the masses and to help their consultants. But here's the thing. Paparazzi corporate, they get paid a salary. They get paid for the hours they work. Okay? They're paying themselves either a really nice cushy salary, and they're also paying all the workers who fill the orders every day at 12 noon. Okay? But the people that are actually making the money of paparazzi, the star consultants up to the A-listers, the people that are actually making money for this company, they're not being paid a salary. They're lucky if they break even. They're lucky if they don't lose money. They are lucky that if they can make a sale in a live. they are not being fairly compensated for their time. And I'm here to tell you that this business model and this person personally is taking advantage of people. So I'm going to close with this. He talks in circles. He never really gets to the point. He ends it with, join my team, come back. When can you come back? Let's do an opportunity night. And he says, hey, we should have people over to my house so we can do an opportunity night. No. I'm sorry, but no. And yeah, time is money. And the fact that you get mad at people for not joining you and being personally sponsored, that you're not personally sponsoring them, and call people in your downline flakes, and that people are so easy to dispose of. You know, your mental health Monday crap is just, in my opinion, crap. Because you do the exact opposite of what helps people with mental health issues. Okay? And the toxic positivity that you crazy eyes is spewing here, it's sick. You use manipulation tactics, you use name dropping, and your lack of self-awareness, and the fact that you think of yourself as a celebrity when you're not. It's grotesque. So thank you so much for making it through this 1 hour and 10-minute video today, you guys. I'm sorry it was long. It droned on forever, and I didn't even finish it because we got to the main points that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. So for those of you who are thinking of leaving Paparazzi Accessories or any other MLM that you are a part of, it's not retiring, it's called resigning. And there's no shame in resigning your position as an unpaid 1099 employee. Though job market is hot, you can easily go find a better paying job where you can stop that job when you clock out and you don't have to take it home with you. So, have a great day, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the other good stuff that comes along with it. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Boxing Day, Happy everything. Thank you for being here. It's very much appreciated. Leave your comments down below. I love reading them. I will respond to them when I have time. And with that, over and out.